In this video, I will cover how to import and export data between two databases while in disconnected mode, meaning that you do not have access to both databases at the same time. Traditionally, you would need to export the data to a text file and then import that text file into the target database. There are some problems with this approach in certain circumstances. If you have binary or non-text objects, if you have non-printable characters, such as the new line character, or if you have large data fields, such as a clob or a large text field, the data will tend to get truncated. WinSQL does allow you to traditionally export text files and import them into a target database. However, it also provides a better option called data bags. Data bags are a WinSQL exclusive file that contains schema and data for any given table. These data bags retain the data in its original format, regardless of what data type it is. This allows you to retain the full table, including any binary and non-binary data such as audio and video. Data bags can also be imported to any RDBMS. For example, I can export a data bag from SQL Server and import it into MySQL. So let's do this now. I'm going to start by connecting to my SQL Server database and navigating to the orders table. One way to create a data bag is to right-click the table and select Create Data Bag. This pulls up a window that allows me to name the data bag and select the location where I save it. By default, this will name the data bag the same as the table name and store it in the WinSQL Databags folder within the Data folder. You can change this location and name by either typing it in this field or clicking the Browse button. On this window, I can also specify the number of rows I want to export as well. For example, if I only want to export the first 20 rows of a table, I can specify that here. However, if you want to export all rows of the table, you can leave this as the default -1 value. Another way to create a data bag is to click the Tools menu at the top and select Data to Go and Create Data Bags. This window will allow me to create data bags for multiple tables rather than just the selected one. In this case, I just want the orders table. And once I've selected all the tables I want, I can click Export. Now that I've exported my data bag, I'm going to connect to my MySQL database that I want to import the data to. There are two ways to import data bags to a database. The first is to simply drag and drop the data bag file into WinSQL. If you save the data bag to the default folder, you can quickly get to that location by clicking File, Open Data Folder, and clicking on the Data Bags folder. Here, you'll be able to see all of the data bags that you've exported. You can also drag and drop from any location in the File Explorer. Another way to import data bags is to click on Tools, Data to Go, and Data Bag Viewer. This will display all of the data bags that you've saved on your machine. If you select a data bag, WinSQL will display additional information regarding it down here. You can also see a preview of the data by clicking the Data Preview tab, as well as the database design. To import the data from this window, you can either double-click the data bag in the top window, or highlight the selected data bag and click Import. This window will allow me to import this data to a new table and name it, or to an existing table. Once I'm satisfied, I can click Next and see the creation script. Here, I can also specify any pre- or post-transfer scripts to run before or after the transfer. And finally click Next to execute. Once I'm done, I can see my newly imported table here. Because I'm transferring across two different RDBMS, WinSQL will automatically convert the variables to their appropriate counterpart. That about covers the basics of how to import and export data using data bags. If you have any questions, we have an extensive knowledge base on our website, or you can reach out to us at support@synametrics.com.